cheese, man. Wanna feature me, man. In my phone like I know, man. Saying Tigo, we gon' pay your fee, man. You know I can't do this for free money. Understood. Got a bag on you, I could do it. Otherwise, music on the chewers. On my dolo, made it happen. No excuses. Spilling knowledge up my noggin, I'm confused. Woo. Living legend, don't confuse it. Woo. Got that work and then I moved it. Woo. Put that to the music. Woo. OG business. Yeah, I got it, buddy. They wanna take it from me, but I'm right around with 100 on. One with 40 out on me. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer, hold the man. Take don't mislead her. I can get it a lot cheaper. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and score me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I roll on me, that's the president. Don't know me come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and score me back for business. Bad, that was not an issue. A lot of cash helped me clear my mess. Pay my wrist, tryna whip a belly. I got a recipe, it's confidential. The ease dropping on me, tryna clone. Seen him pulling up, he in alone. Rich rolling with the stone. I mail him to you, send him for the distance. And there was at a stone. Medusa had him having on the tongue. Stick with me in the drop six. Pop him like I'm Al Capone. Me and cash change a hold him in. Come a lot cheaper. We are not equal. I told you. Ride around with 100 on. One with 40 out on me. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer, hold him in. Take don't mislead her. I can get it a lot cheaper. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and score me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I roll it on me, that's the president. Don't know me come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and score me back for business.
Okay. Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me, when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a pocket. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that sad to say, but you know I'm master. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beacon, your feathers.
This is Brian Anderson. Join. Courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. Has to Ware. And he banks in the layup. Some crafty veterans on both of these rosters, Clark. How do you see that impacting the game?
Well, B.A., it's going to lead to some high-level basketball. You got a roster full of high IQ players. They know what it takes to get W's. I'm very much looking forward to this matchup because of that.
He drops it from range.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Here's Morant. The shot misses. Jones with some nice D. Ball looks over the floor. Down low. Here's Smith. Deflected. Reeves with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Outside Morant. Pass to Ware. This one for three. Good. And the setup by Morant. Ware's got 5.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
To the paint. Here's Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball. Here's Morant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
To To the inside. Where? And he goes in for the dunk.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Smith finishing with power. I like that dunk right there.
They set the pick. Fires, high post. And it's Morant missing. The Bucks trail. Here's Ball. Outside Jones. Back to Ball. And there's the drive. And that one good.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Ball. Pass to Melton. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Smith no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lead.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 3. Plenty of space. The rebound by Ware.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Ball outside. The shot that time not on target.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And again, the Clippers missing. On the take. Smith outside. And it's all from three-point range. The Clippers lead by 3. Morant surveying the floor. Missed inside. Here's Milwaukee. Pass to Smith. And it's rejected.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Bucks basketball.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Picked by Smith. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative, and he's got a flash and a flair to his game, but he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash, but he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
Now here's Williamson. Smith with the rebound. Bucks trail by 3. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Throws it up high. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Los Angeles up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
I would like to highlight two guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Canadian goose. I know you lose them, how you get them, I won't take it. Yeah, I told them I make money, money don't make. Change my life or being me, so why would I fake? They try to take my flow, don't put no plagiarists. We could solve it if that's the problem. I was getting guala, I said problem. I was rocking babes when I see y'all rocking times. When you feel like this, no, you wouldn't even change your flaws. Took my time to get this shine, but I still skip the line. I realize the still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do this myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it.
Too obvious, okay, I like your confidence. Oh, this one could come in, so
Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Los Angeles Clippers. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Smith right side. Bucks passing it around. Left side, Ball. Smith, no good. Now Morant. On the wing, Reeves. Off target from outside.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Smith. The kick out to Ball. 6 to shoot. Back to Smith. Lets it go from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
We've seen growing confidence from Smith behind the arc. I mean, he takes these pretty readily now.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Smith. Ball feeling it out a bit. Smith outside. Back to Ball. And taken away by Ellis. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Now here's Morant. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Morant drives in.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Ball. After the Clippers pick up 2. Good on the shot.
A master at creating space in the two-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
Morant with it. High post shot. Rebound by Smith. Outside, Ball. A 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Melton. Outside ball. Screen by Smith. Outside ball. Again, ball missing.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Morant. Off with the layup.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And the basket by Hauser.
And Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
You had no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Clippers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Morant. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
To the paint. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Where? And he jams it with authority.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Here's Smith after the Clippers pick up 2. Pass the ball. Just 3 to shoot. Over Ellis. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Clippers ball. Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Up top, Adebayo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jarvis Walker.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Williamson. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Eason. Back to Adebayo. Reed with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Collier. Clark for three. And again, no good by the Clippers. Porter looking it over. Allen outside. Pass to Eason. And stolen by Williamson. One-on-one fast break. Collier, that's good. Collier's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And it's Clark in the corner. Drops in the tray. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Middleton. And they get it. Allen's shot is off. Clippers leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Allen, that's good.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
5 to shoot. Back to Porter. Pass to Allen. Takes a 3. Reed with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point game. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Williamson with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Pass to Adebayo. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Walker. There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
5 on the clock. Pass to Porter. Nobody near Allen. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Allen's got 6 points.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
It's stolen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Allen for 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Picked by Reed. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Pass to Barnes. Over Adebayo. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Boy, the quick release of Barnes is really something to behold. Knockdown mid-range shooter who strokes it with confidence.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Porter with it. Adebayo down low. And that does it for the first half of play. Clippers ahead. Up by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Ball. Screen by Smith. Inside. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Clippers leading by 7. And here's Morant. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Morant's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Screen by Smith. Fires high post. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Morant outside. It's a floater. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
To the inside. Pass to Jones. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. That one's on Morant.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
Here's Walker. Rebounded by Hauser. Bucks trail by 9. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Has to Ware. Back to Morant. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Ball from long range. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. But the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Pass to Smith. Back to Ball. Morant with the steal. Shots good by Ellis. Ellis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
In the third quarter, with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Morant with a wide-open look. No good with the triple. Bucks trailed by 10. Outside, Ball. Good on the bucket. Ball's got his third basket of the night right there.
And LaMelo saw the defense and went right to the floater. That's a heads-up play.
Morant left side. From deep, Ellis. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Ball. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's now 9 points for LaMelo Ball. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Clippers leading by 6. Williamson left side. Rebounded by the Bucks. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
To the wing right side. Here's Reed. Shoots the 3. They get it back to the left wing. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. A second chance effort. And it's Collier missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 4. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Reed. The kick out to Walker. Williamson outside. Trying to end the drought. No good at the rim.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Pass to Adebayo. Eason gets a wide open look. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that's a crucial three there. They've cut it close going into the fourth. This is far from over.
38.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On offense, here are the Clippers. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Collier. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. Outside Porter. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Clippers lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
It's Middleton at the elbow. Pass to Adebayo. The Bucks working the ball around. Trains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Middleton on the wing. Pass to Eason. Lock at 6. Over Reed. The rebound by Collier. Kicks it out to Williamson. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
Number 24.
Milwaukee in the lead. Now Porter. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Middleton. And here's Adebayo. The shot will not fall. Driving inside. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Walker in the corner. It's up a 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out left of the wing. Here's Eason. And the Bucks miss again. And here's Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Over in the corner, Williamson. Takes it inside. Misses in close.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Inside. Here's Walker. Back to Williamson. To end the cold streak. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Middleton outside. Allen for the 3. Reed with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said, we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple, make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here from Milwaukee.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up. Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
Here's Morant. No good that time. Excellent D that time from Jones. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Milwaukee. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Hauser. On the wing, Melton. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That gives them the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Unloads. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Ware. Back to Barnes. Morant outside.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now, here's Ball. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes. He wants everyone on the same page. Four on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. And again, the Bucks miss. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Pass to Adebayo. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts
I told her if she love me, she'll get my name tatted on her. Leonardo, DiCaprio, what my life was.
Stoffmatratzen voll mit Rex. Richtig fettes Pack, bin kein Nerd, doch hab sie einen ab und Stoffmatratzen voll mit Rex. Richtig fettes Pack, ja die matcht. So ein Red, Orange Pants, all black. RIP, ich seh, don't forget. Verbrenn mein Sonität, yeah. Mache zu viel Cash. Stoffmatratzen voll mit Racks. Meine Chromats, Rolling Glance. Ja, Rick Owens, meine Boots. Rick Owens, meine West. Ja, sie will ein Autogramm auf ihren Mosi-Tags. Bin in Paris, in der Suite. Ich chill im Wrist, nicht so viel Tag. Kann nicht schlafen, chase back, ich hol sie schnell. Ja, ja. Stoffmatratzen voll mit Racks. Richtig fettes Pack. Bin kein Nerd, doch hab sie einen ab und
And they